Okay ladies, today I want to show you a makeup look that's a little bit more on the wild side. Now typically the makeup looks I've been creating for you are more on the conservative side. They've been either everyday wear looks or even if they're dramatic, they are neutral tones or blacks, browns, things like that. There's not a whole lot of color. And today I wanted to show you something that is really going to let color kind of pop out. And so we're going to have a lot of fun with this. It's going to be amazing. So today I'm going to play around with like a pinkish purple color and some black, but feel free to experiment and create whatever color you like to use as your pop of color. You can, like I said, you can change this look to fit your favorites. So this is going to be a little bit wild, and you're going to see here in a minute how you can create with any color this dramatic effect. So here we go. For this one, I'm starting without face makeup on because I really want to make sure that I can cover underneath here in case any of the bright color falls down on my face. And that's going to, help do that when I put my face makeup on. It'll get rid of anything that's fallen down here. Also, I want to make sure I'm going to be using a bright color, and I don't want to have to compete with a bunch of extra makeup that I would lay over my eye typically. Browns and beiges and things like that, it doesn't really matter. Black's super dark, so it covers fine. But you'll see here in a minute, I'm actually going to put some white down first in order to make the color pop a little bit better. And I don't want to have to worry about competing with like foundation, concealer, all those layers of products, and having to compete, laying the color on top of that and mixing it and getting a muddier color. I really want the color to be nice and vibrant. So I'm going to skip the face makeup for right now, and we'll do that after, and we won't put face makeup on my on our eyes for this one. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is prime my eyes. So let me go ahead and grab that out of my bag. I just want to show you all. This is the bag I have currently filled with products and goodies and things like that. So when I say I'm looking for something, it's because it's in one of these pockets usually, and I'm searching for it, or down in the well. But this is another reason I'm really excited about the 31 Becoming Brie party, because I need a new bag that's a little bit more organized. So if you didn't catch the video update a couple of days ago, I actually let everyone know. Amber, my good friend, who is the 31 consultant that I use, she told me they are discontinuing, which is one of my favorites, one of the makeup bags, the one I actually was planning on ordering. And in place of it, they're coming out with some new bags. So I'm really excited to see what they come out with. 31's not one to disappoint. So if they're getting rid of one, they're going to come out with something better. So I'm really excited about it, but I hope you are too. So here we go. Okay, so I'm going to prime my lids with my e.l.f. Eyelid primer to start, because I want to make sure that everything stays true to the color that it is, and so that nothing creases, and this way it lasts all day. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows next while that kind of sets up. So let's go ahead and just comb these things in the general direction that I want them to go. And trying to think, there is a brow basics video that you should have seen. Oh, I got something in my eye now. There's a brow basics video that shows some gel eyebrow makeup. Oh, there's like a fleck of something in my eyeball. Okay. But just so you all know, I've purchased 2 other gel products since well, I shouldn't say that, not since, but besides my pencil that I use typically, I've got my e.l.f. eyebrow kit, and this one is in light because the gel is really dark. Looks like this. It comes with a little brush, but I didn't like it, so I took it out and don't really care to use it. And then I also have, this is from NYX, it's the Eyebrow Cake Powder, and it is the color Brunette is the one I purchased. But it's got a really handy little brush. I'll show you a little spoolie bit that helps comb these suckers right into place really well. It's really sturdy. It's also got a fine angled brush. You can see that, which you use to apply the powder. It's got two different color powders, a dark one and a light one. I don't really use the light one as much, but it's also got a wax. And the wax just helps hold all those little hairs in place. So I'll show you here in a second how I do that. I'm going to use a angled liner brush. Here we go, like this. Really, really fine. And that e.l.f. eyebrow kit. And I'm using the gel color. I'm just getting some on the brush. And forgive me because I'm looking at the mirror behind you. But I'm just going to very lightly follow the shape of my brow, that underside. If you get a little bit like that, just wipe it away. Okay? So you can see it's like creating like a dramatic look. Okay, let's do the top. But you can see how it really creates that like really super dramatic crease. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for right now. Hang on, we'll blend it in a second. Let's do the other side. Like so. And you can see up here, I actually have like a space that I waxed out last time that I'm trying to let grow in. Okay, so all I'm gonna do to fill in that space, you can see it right here, it's a little bit thinner than I want it to be. I'm gonna start with the gel. But you can see it kind of, it's not even, okay, with my brow color, and that's okay. Because now I'm gonna take the NYX cake powder with that angled brush and get the darker color on it. And I'm just gonna blot it now right over the gel, because the gel kind of picks up the powder, just like that. And then if you've got other spaces that kind of need filled in, you can do that same thing. Just like that, okay? So now I'm gonna take the spoolie part and I'm just barely touching it to the wax portion of the kit. And I'm just going to comb all of these hairs with that wax, because it's gonna help them lay in the perfect direction. Right here's a little too heavy-handed for my liking, so I'm just going to touch it with my finger and kind of blend that out. Okay, so there's the brows. And now my eye primer is dry. Okay, now my brows are filled in and my primer has dried. So let's start this. First, I'm going to be using my eyeshadow blending brush that I talk about all the time. And I'm going to start with, this is from the e.l.f. However many colors this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 32 color palette. This is the neutral palette. If you're looking for it online, you can find it. I'm going to use this one here. It's closest to my flesh tone, but you can choose whatever color is closest to your flesh tone. I just need this as a good transition-y base color. And I'm going to keep this closer to the outside of my lid and up into the crease. I want to kind of leave this side a little bit blank. And you'll see why in a minute. But, okay. Next side. So I'm really focusing it on the outer third, I would say, or half. And up all the way into the crease, all over up here, etc., etc. And like I said, we're not really going to see this. This is more of like a transition color. Okay. Now I'm going to take, where is it? It's like my favorite white shadow now. Quickly, very quickly became one of my favorites because it's very, very, very intense color. And that is the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Eyeshadow in Bridal Party. It's super, super bright white. It's got a hint of shimmer to it. I'm just going to take this, I'm going to put it here at the brow bone to kind of highlight that. Just blending it down a little bit. Okay. This side. Okay. So already it's added a little bit of dimension, just that light color. All right, now I'm going to take, because I'm going to use like purpley pink colors, I'm going to take my favorite. This is like cranberry-ish. And it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. Again, same e.l.f. palette. And I'm going to put this again on that outer third portion and into the crease, just to blend this a little bit, to give the color something to work with. And don't worry, I'm going to blend this more. But okay, so packing this color in the same place as that transition color, just like that. Okay. And I just want to blend it a little bit, blend it down. Okay, now I'm going to take a pencil. Where it be? I just had it. It's a white pencil. Literally, I just had it. This is gold. I don't want gold. I want white. Here it is. Okay, and this is a Alexis pencil in J201 white. Literally, it's just a white pencil. You can get any white pencil you want. Okay, see the mess it's making down here? That's why we didn't put our face makeup on yet. Okay, so I'm just gonna warm the tip of this in my fingers like this a little bit. And right here on my lid, the other side, I'm just gonna smudge the white color in, right in the center of my eyelid like that. Okay, just like that. And on the other side. Okay, I'm not coming all the way to the corner, I'm not going all the way out, just here in the center. Okay, just like that. I'm going to take my finger and just smudge out the edges a little bit, okay? There we go. Okay, it's not perfect. I'm not staying like this little Cyndi Lauper business. But now I'm going to use this bright purple here in the Little Black Beauty book, Warm Edition by e.l.f. But you could use any color you want, any bright color here. But this is one of my favorites just because it's really, really bright and the purple goes well with my green eyes. But I'm going to place this right on top of that white. And the white is just helping make that color even brighter and pop out Just kind of neutralizes my lid color. Just like if you put concealer on your lips before you put on powder. That's the idea here. Okay, so I'm really packing that color in and you can see it's bright. A little more. Bring it all the way up to the crease. And take your time, you really want this to be intense here. So just packing on the color. Okay? Okay. Now, I even want this to be a little bit brighter than that. So let's see if I can't make that happen. That's a little better. This is another purple shade from a different e.l.f. palette. This one's a mess. But it's this bright purple here in the center. But it's still not quite as bright as I want it to be. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab a Q-tip. And I'm just going to moisten it just a smidge, the tip of it. And I'm going to go back to that bright purple in here. With the wet Q-tip. And pack the color on with the wet Q-tip. And you can see how much more intense that color just became. By just packing the water in there. Just a little bit. On the other side. One more time. All right. So now, got this bright purple right here on my eyes. You can see, super bright. Okay, now I'm gonna take my same brush that I use all the time and I'm gonna go and get my, this is a Smashbox Eye Trio, eyeshadow trio in freeze frame. And it's got this deep, deep, deep dark purple in here. It's also got like a cream, but the cream's got a little bit of like, it's like off-white and I'm not crazy about it all the time, so I don't use it to highlight too much. And it also has this greenish goldy color, but I'm gonna stick with just this deep dark purple for now. Any deep dark purple will work. I just want one that's a shade of the color that I've used in the center, but deeper. And I'm going to place it here on the outer corner again, and also the inner corner, like that, okay? So just a little bit. And this is just going to help blend black into the color. So if you did blue in the center, like a bright blue, I would do like a navy shade. If you did yellow, I would do like burnt orange or like a sunset type color. If you did pink, I would do an even brighter pink or like a deep brown on the outside. All right, Now I'm grabbing my e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Eyeshadow. This color is Forest Frolic. It's a deep dark matte black. Only need a little bit to start. And I'm going to put this here as well on the outer V portion of my eye. And I'm really packing the color in to start, and a little bit here in this corner, like this, and up onto that crease, okay? We're not done. Same thing on the other side. Okay, bring that up. And you can see the pop of color is starting to form. Now I'm going to grab my, this is just a spare that I have, but it's just an eyeshadow brush, a typical one, to help blend this. Let me clean a little bit of this up so it doesn't look so terrifying. Okay, and I'm just going to press to blend. I don't want to drag the black a whole lot, but I want to blend it into that bright color. So I'm just pressing to blend, pressing to blend. Okay, I'm gonna use my finger to kind of clear up a little bit of that because it's a little intense. Just like that. Okay, and then I can go back as long as I clean out my brush a little bit on a towel. You don't want any black left in there, or you're gonna have a hot mess. I'm gonna go back with that bridal party color and just reapply it up here to make sure that all this is nice and clean. And I know what you're thinking, well, why didn't you just wait and do it at the end? Well, because I needed something to blend into up there. So. Okay. Okay. Now, again, I'm just gonna blend these colors a little bit here. Like that, okay? So you can see the change of color, how it gets lighter, etc., etc. I'm gonna take just a little bit of this MAC Love Connection because it's got some shimmer to it, and just put it right on that purple color to help brighten it up a little bit and add some shimmer. Alright, so all I've done is just continue to blend the two colors together, that purpley shade with the black. And here, where the black becomes gray and meets the white. Alright, so now I'm going to take and do my liner. So I'm going to grab my Revlon pen because it's easy to apply, like we've talked about 1,000 times. And I'm going to start on the top. Bringing a thin line all the way in. Okay. And the other side. All right, so there, I've lined the top. Now, before I move on to the rest, I'm going to take my foundation and get that on here, because if I do the bottom, I don't want to rub it off. So I've got a couple of pumps, and I'm just going to dab this all here. Right up under there. You can see why I wouldn't want to put that liner on yet. And the line for my shadow should be like a wing, directly up from my bottom lash line, just like that to my eyebrow, is where that color should start and stop. So you can kind of judge that on your face. Okay, I'm just going to continue to blend this foundation in like that. Okay, and then I'll start my highlighting. Take my bronzer and this is just an angled contour brush that I'm going to use because I just think it's a little bit more accurate for the sake of this look anyways, for right now. In the hollows of my cheeks, here on my forehead, on my temples, and a little more. I'm just going to go right up at my hairline too. Sides of my nose. Under my lip. I think that's my favorite place to do it, even if I don't highlight or contour like my whole face, I will do that area under my lip. Alright, so my jawline, and bring that down. Now to highlight, take my concealer stick here on my chin, Cupid's bow, down the bridge of my nose, the tree, like we've talked about, under the eyes, just like that. Okay, I'm going to blend this out. Just like that. Blending this back on my cheekbone. And again, you want to make sure that you've wiped that line of your shadow before you get to this step, or you're going to have shadow all in your concealer and it's going to look muddy and change the color of it. And you don't want that. Okay? And I'm just going to drag a little bit of this concealer up because here at my eyebrows, there, I don't want, because there's this stark white color, it creates a sharper line here, even just with the foundation, even though I didn't bring any contour up there, and I don't want that to be too hard of a line. So I just blend that out with some little bit of concealer that's left on my hands. Just like that. Okay, and now I'm going to take my new favorite, the e.l.f. High definition powder on my big fluffy brush to just set this whole highlight contour situation. Concealer, the whole 9 yards. And I just think that, like, look at the difference. This side is just so glowy, whereas this side still kind of, I mean, it's dewy, but not in a good way. And it's just like this subtle powder that gets rid of all the shine. A bit more. It's kind of hard to get it out, which is kind of a good thing, because then you're not wasting it, but kind of annoying when you're trying to get it on your brush. Okay? All right, so there's that. Now, I'm just gonna finish lining the underside of my eyes. And I'm gonna actually take, if I can find it, here we go. This is black brown. You could use black, but I wouldn't go any lighter than black brown. A pencil, and I'm just going to do my waterline with this. Because it's really going to make this super dramatic. It gives the look just a little more grit. Makes the eyes, it's like a little bit of it like a dirtier look. Does that make sense? Gritty is the word I like to use. Not dirty in like a raunchy sense. That's not very becoming. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take this and line down here just a little bit. Right at my lash line. And I'm gonna wing this out quite a bit because it adds some drama. Okay, so I brought that out just for my lower lash line as if it continued on. Then I'm gonna close my eye and pull this tight because for me that just helps. And bring the line all the way over. Okay, just like that. Let's do the other side. To the bottom. The lower lash line just a little bit. You don't need too much because you did that waterline. But I like the added drama. And now I'm just going to wing this side out. So again, continuing the lower lash line straight up to my tail of my eyebrow, like that. And then just connecting those two right there. And then you can go back and even those out if they're a little uneven. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and seal these. My sealer, here we go. Because nobody wants a wing that moves. Okay, and using my liner brush, I'm just gonna pack on from this Messy Elf palette this deep dark black. It's got a little tiny bit of shimmer to it. I just like that it's really deep and dark. So it's not going to change the liner at all. And I just want to make sure to stay on the liner. Usually, you know, if it gets out, I'm not too worried about it because I can blend it out, but I don't want to do that with this. Okay. Right. Just going to use a concealer brush to kind of clean up under here a little bit in case any of that made a mess. Just like that. Take an eyelash curler, curl these bad boys. Okay, let's add a coat of mascara to them. This mascara is my go-to lash right now, the Bombshell Curvaceous by Lash Blast. Okay, so you can already see how it kind of fades from one color to the next, and this liner is super dramatic. And now I'm going to take some falsies. Let's get my tweezers, which are where I just have them. I'm gonna need this, my trusty glue brush that's dedicated solely to eyelash glue. You know what? I'm using the e.l.f. lashes that I got, and it comes with its own glue with a little applicator, so I'm just gonna scrap the brush for now. Okay, get these lashes, and I'm just gonna trim off just a smidge at the end because I know they're gonna be crazy long for my lids. So I'm just trimming off just a little bit with my little scissors. And I'm running the glue right along the edge like we've talked about for lash application. If you need to see how to do that, let me show you a little bit. If you need to see how to do that, there's a full tutorial on lashes. Okay. And I can't find my tweezers, so I'm just gonna wing it. Hopefully it doesn't screw up everything. There's one. Now it's together. Again, I'm going to trim it just a little bit. A little bit of lash glue. Again, I'm not paying attention to show you this in the camera, but lash application is pretty standard, so again, go watch the tutorial if you really, really need that. Okay, drop this one down. There we go. So you can see the difference that the lash makes. Okay. Now that this one's dried a little bit, I'm just gonna curl the falsie. Again, because I don't want it to pull away. I'm just running my fingernail till I can feel it release. Whoop! See there? Well, it's curled now, so that's why I'm running my finger along it to just release it from the curler, because I didn't want it to get stuck and come off, because it's kind of a pain in the butt, but whatever. A little more glue. And I'll put it back. Okay. So you can see the difference with the lashes. And you can see how dramatic it is. Now let's put on some lips. That's what my girls say. They'll come in my bathroom and go, "Can we have lips on?" You have lips on, but that's what they call it. This is my OPI Red lip liner. It's in Baguette Me Not. Oops. Sorry, it's really hard to talk and line your lips at the same time. Okay. And now, where is it? This is a really fun shade of pink. This is Clinique's lipstick mini in All Heart. And it's like a bright, shimmery, pinkish red. it's a super moisturizing color. Okay. And like we've talked about 1,000 times, well, at least in the lip plump video, I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer. Right in the center. To just create that lip plump effect that I love. And gloss them up. Okay, so there you have it. Now for this, I would probably wear my hair super huge. Let me just take it on my hair tie because it's already wavy from today. Okay, and I probably wear, this is a super dramatic look, so I'd be doing up all of the things. So for example, let's see if I can find them. Here we go. I'm gonna get out my giant hoop earrings because they go with this. There's one. And where did the other go? I just had it. There you go. Okay. And I would also probably, to wear out, especially, this is probably an evening look. I mean, I would hope you'd wear it out in the evening and not like 10 o'clock in the morning or to the gym. Because it's super, super dramatic. I would probably play this up with like a tight pencil skirt or maybe a jacket. So I just wanted to show you the completed project that is at least something I would pair it with. I would totally pair it with a jacket because it makes it a little bit more professional and less, a little less playful. I mean, the makeup is definitely playful, but wearing the jacket adds a little bit of sophistication to the look because it is, you know, it is a really dramatic, playful look. And so rather than looking, you know, like someone saying, oh my God, she looks like a clown. Well, now you can make it look a little bit more professional, at least for the evening, but it's definitely like a party look. It's definitely an uptown type thing. It's not something that I would, like I said, wear out in the morning. It's something I would definitely wear in the evening or something like that for fun. So I hope y'all love this look. I hope you try it. I really, really, really want to see it on you. And let me know if you've got any other suggestions for tutorials because I want to make sure that I'm posting what you guys want to see. I can do stuff that I think is fun all day, but in the end, you guys are watching. So I really want to create something that you all want to see. So let me know what you want to see. And my eye's watering now. This one, I don't know why. There we go. I will see you all on the next video. Thanks for watching and have a great week.